1941, a state of war.
What General Vagon had called the Battle of France was over. The Battle of Britain is about to begin.
We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields and in the streets, we shall fight in the hills.
Due to YouTube's recent rule changes that hinder firearm-related channels like this one, my videos going forward on YouTube will be limited information. I cannot answer any "where do I get one" or "how much" type questions. If you would like to see the more informative version of this video, please view it on my Rumble page by searching the Mosin crate, no spaces, on Rumble or clicking the link in the top comment below. Hey guys and gals, this is Alden from the Mosin crate, and we have a effing ton. I was doing a really bad pun there. I've got a ton of FN high powers that we're going to be reviewing in this video. Got a lot to go over. Get right into it. All of these are in 9mm. And we've got all sorts of variants here. I'm going to try to go through some of them. We've got Mark IIs, Mark IIIs, C-Series, T-Series. We've got thumbprints. We've got blued. We've got the kind of enamel finish, kind of like Duracoat. We've got some with wood grips, some without. All of them have an import marking, as you can see there on the bottom of the trigger guard. All of them have that fantastic single action high power trigger that you guys are used to. And this first group here, I would grade all of these as good plus condition, somewhere in there. So they're probably going to range anywhere from good to very good. Fully functional, but cosmetically good to very good. You can see we've got a T-Series here. Those are a bit more collectible. For some reason, someone installed a wider trigger on there, but it looks like that will pop off of the original trigger. And we've got a thumbprint model. So this is a very early internal extractor model, high power, probably from the early 50s. And those are highly collectible as well. Only noticed a few silver ones in the mix this time around. And this is another T-Series, and this one has, looks like some Hebrew font on the side of the slide. I'm not sure what that means, but if someone can translate, that would be great. See some wear on the front strap and the back strap on this one. And the C-Series here, again another relatively harder to find high power. And I am purposely avoiding that one with that grip because I know everyone wants to look at that grip. Speaking of grips, if you don't like Pachmayr grips or wood grips, or if you don't like grips on high powers, there are aftermarket and actual surplus grips are a dime a dozen out there. They're not really a dime a dozen, but they are relatively inexpensive. So if you don't like grips, if you find a high power somewhere and it doesn't have grips you like on it, you just use a screwdriver and you can swap them out pretty easy, and they are very inexpensive too. So looks like some handmade grips on that one. That's definitely a first time I've ever seen something like that imported. And again, I highly encourage you guys to go watch this on Rumble. Right now, I am wanting to tell you so much more about these guns, and I can't. They'll literally delete the video. So please be sure, if you're watching this right now, it takes 2 seconds. You don't even have to have an account over there. Just go on Rumble, type in the Mosin crate. Again, no spaces between the Mosin and crate. And watch this video on there because you'll get a much more informative version. And got another thumbprint there to round it out. And then we have what I would call battlefield pickup finish. And obviously that's the salesman coming out in me. I think most people would just say these are fair cosmetically. And take a look. There's about 20 or 25 here. And I actually kind of like the finish like this. I mean, it looks like these pistols have been used quite a bit. Got some thumbprints in here, have some T series. There may be a C series hiding amongst them that we'll get to here in a second. And thumbprints are highly collectible, even in this cosmetic shape. By the way, all of these are fully functional as well. Just cosmetically, they have a lot more wear and tear than the ones you saw earlier. It's a dual tone T series. And yet another thumbprint. There's quite a few thumbprints mixed in this grouping of, I guess we'd call them shooter grade, because they're definitely not lookers. But there's a lot of people out there, just like there's people that buy jeans that have wear and tear on them. There's a lot of people out there that like the battlefield pickup look of these. And yet another thumbprint. And that's going to mostly do it for this review of the high powers. I do have a few CZ83s left to review here. I'll probably never have these in again. Just because they don't seem to be super popular. I'm not sure if... Well, again, it's YouTube, so I can't really go into it, but I probably will not have CZ83s for review in any future videos. And then lastly, this really, really butt ugly FN high power. I'm not, someone definitely got some chemical or something on there that stripped the finish off, but that's going to do it for the videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, I get in all sorts of cool imported surplus to review in the future, so make sure you click that subscribe button. Thanks, guys. Trigger guard. You'll see like an AE or an A. Generally 2 letters, so it'll be like an AS.